7 games on the board tomorrow, and I am going to be real with you. The model is absolutely losing its mind on some of these totals. We are talking gaps so large between what Vegas set and what our model projects that I genuinely had to check if I was reading the right slate. I was. Vegas is confused. We are not. Let us get into it. Welcome back to Sports Bet IQ Daily, the channel that turns injury reports and betting lines into actual money in your pocket. If you are new here, subscribe and hit that bell right now because we drop daily NBA picks every single game day, and your group chat needs at least one person who actually knows what they are talking about. 7 games tomorrow, 3 best bets ready to go. Let us break this whole slate down right now. Starting at noon with Brooklyn Nets versus Philadelphia 76ers. Both teams have 4 players out and 2 more questionable each, which means this game is basically being played by whoever survived the injury report. Brooklyn is 17-49, which means they have been losing games with the consistency and dedication of someone who has truly committed to the process. The model projects Philadelphia winning 123-113, and the spread is marked a void. But the total is where noon just became the most important time of your entire day. Vegas has it at 215.5, and the model projects 235.6. That is a 20-point gap. 20 points. I have run thousands of these numbers, and a 20-point model gap on a total is the kind of thing that makes you put your phone down, take a deep breath, and then immediately pick your phone back up to place the bet. Over 215.5 is screaming at us from every direction. My pick, over 215.5 Nets versus 76ers, confidence 9 out of 10. Milwaukee Bucks versus Atlanta Hawks at 2 p.m. Atlanta is having a genuinely solid season at 35-31, and the model absolutely loves them at home today. The model projects Atlanta winning 123-104. A massive 19-point Hawks victory versus a Vegas spread of only minus 7.5. Milwaukee has 4 players questionable, which means their rotation tomorrow is going to be held together with hope and whatever Giannis decides to do by himself. The total sits at 231.5 with the model projecting 226.3. A 5-point gap suggesting the under. Not the strongest total signal we have seen today, but worth noting. My pick, under 231.5 Bucks versus Hawks, confidence 7 out of 10. Low confidence, small play, only if you are feeling it. Charlotte Hornets versus San Antonio Spurs at 2:30. San Antonio is an absolutely ridiculous 48-18, one of the best teams in the entire NBA. Hosting Charlotte, who comes in at 34-33, the Spurs are minus 245 favorites, and the model projects them winning 118-111. Both the spread and the total are marked avoid by the model, and when the model says avoid twice on the same game, you close the tab, go make yourself a snack, and come back for the next game. No play here. Washington Wizards versus Boston Celtics at 5 p.m., and this is best bet number 3 tonight. Boston is minus 2,100 on the money line, $2,100 to win 100. Vegas has essentially looked at Washington and said, please do not even bother. The Wizards are 16-49 and have been playing basketball with the energy of someone who is already mentally checked out for the summer. The model projects Boston winning 127-108, a 19-point Celtics blowout. But forget the spread. The total is where our money is going tonight. Vegas has it at 227.5, and the model projects 235.1, a 7.6-point gap, strongly suggesting the over. Boston's offense is elite, and even against a team as bad as Washington, they are going to be putting up points at will in what could turn into a genuinely high-scoring game. My pick, over 227.5 Wizards versus Celtics. Confidence 9 out of 10. This is best bet number 3 tonight. Boston scores over 120 regularly at home, and Washington cannot stop anyone. The over cashes before halftime. Orlando Magic versus Miami Heat at 7 p.m. Orlando comes in as road favorites at minus 162, which is interesting considering Miami is at home. The model projects Orlando winning 118 to 113, a 5-point Magic victory. Both teams have 4 players out each, which is essentially a matching injury report situation. The spread has a slight lean toward Orlando, but the total is marked avoid. My pick, slight lean to Orlando, but low confidence. No strong play here. Monitor the injury report before tip-off because this game could flip either way depending on who is actually available. Denver Nuggets versus Los Angeles Lakers at 7:30 p.m., and this is best bet number 1 tonight. The Lakers are 41-25, hosting Denver at 41-26. Two genuinely elite teams meeting in a primetime matchup that the model has completely figured out. Vegas has the Lakers as plus 3.5 underdogs at home, and the model projects L.A. winning 111 to 107. A 4-point Lakers victory. We are getting plus 3.5 with a team the model projects winning the game outright. That is 7.5 points of free model value sitting right there on the table. Nikola Jokic is incredible, but even he cannot overcome a 7.5-point model gap on the road against a motivated Lakers team at home. The total is also marked high confidence with Vegas at 240.5 and the model projecting only 217.4, a massive 23-point gap suggesting the under. 23 points, that is the largest total gap on the entire slate, and it is not even close. My picks, Lakers plus 3.5, confidence 9 out of 10, under 240.5, confidence 10 out of 10. Both sides of this game have elite model backing, and we are all over it. Closing out the slate, Sacramento Kings versus LA Clippers at 9:30 p.m., and this is best bet number 2 tonight. Sacramento is 16-51 and has 6 players out with 1 more questionable. At this point, Sacramento is not fielding a basketball team. They are fielding a suggestion. LA is projected to win 123 to 111 at home, and the total sits at 230.5 with the model projecting 233.7, a 3.2-point gap suggesting the over. Now here is why this is a best bet. Sacramento with 6 players out means their backup players are going to be running around that court like they just discovered basketball this morning. Fast pace, sloppy defense, and points flying everywhere is exactly what happens when a team is this depleted playing against one of the better offenses in the Western Conference. My pick, over 230.5 Kings versus Clippers, confidence 9 out of 10. This is best bet number 2 tonight. 6 Sacramento players out plus LA's elite offense plus 0 defensive intensity equals an over that practically fills out its own bet slip. All right, top 3 best bets tomorrow. The plays I would defend in a court of law and feel completely confident doing it. Best bet number 1, Lakers plus 3.5 versus Denver Nuggets. The model projects the Lakers winning this game outright, and we are getting plus 3.5. That is 7.5 points of free model value with an elite home team in a primetime matchup. Lakers at home, Luka doing Luka things. Model projecting a 4-point LA victory. Take the plus 3.5 and enjoy watching Denver try to explain what happened. Confidence 9 out of 10. Best bet number 2, over 230.5 Sacramento Kings versus LA Clippers. 6 Kings players out. LA scoring at will at home. Backup Sacramento players who found out they were starting approximately 20 minutes before tip-off. This over is so clean it practically came with a receipt. Confidence, 9 out of 10. Best bet number 3, over 227.5 Washington Wizards versus Boston Celtics. Boston is minus 2,100 for a reason. Their offense is elite. Washington cannot guard anyone, and the model projects 235 points in a game. Vegas is set at 227.5. 7.5-point model gap with the best offense in the East going against one of the worst defenses in the league. The over here is not just good, it is the kind of play that makes you wonder why Vegas even set it that low. Confidence 9 out of 10, that is your complete breakdown for tomorrow's 7-game NBA slate. Top 3 best bets: Lakers plus 3.5, over 230.5 Kings Clippers, and over 227.5 Wizards Celtics. Drop a comment telling me which plays you are locking in tomorrow, and if you fade all 3 and somehow win, I respect the chaos more than I can express, but I cannot explain it scientifically. Subscribe right now for daily picks every single game day. Let's get paid. This content is for entertainment and informational purposes only. Sports betting involves financial risk. Must be 21 plus in the U.S. or 19 plus in Canada and located in a legal betting jurisdiction to wager. Please bet responsibly. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-522-4700.